Your potential as a human being is limited by your ability of accepting reality as what it is rather than what you wish it was. So the story goes like this. The other day I was playing golf with my friend Rodrigo and we were taking a couple of pictures, a couple of videos in this place because I thought, hey, I'm an influencer. I need to film everything. Everything is content. And I saw this video of me and I didn't really like what I saw. I saw myself in the same way that I saw myself when I was 14 years old. I said, what a disgusting body I have. I didn't like the arms that I had. They were looking pretty small. I didn't like the legs that I have because I looked kind of fat, to be honest. Like my ass and my legs were very thick. And that's exactly the reason why I'm making this video today. In this video, I'm going to show you the physique that I have right now as of 20th of January, no, 20th of February 2025, and we are going to go on this self-improvement journey of my physique, this physique change, this physique transformation, so that you can see the progress that I'm making. And if you want to follow along the way, I'll give you everything that I'm going to be following in weekly updates on my physique so that you can make your transformation as well. So the very first thing that we want to get clear is, what is our goal? What is the thing that we want to achieve? So the body that I want to achieve in this body transformation is not a bodybuilder's type of body. I don't want to be super huge, super big. What I want to achieve is like a sort of athlete slash model type of build. And a very good example is this model right here. He's called Amai something. I don't really know his name. And as you can see, his body looks very, very athletic. Like he looks very toned in that sense. As you can see, he doesn't look the biggest. Like, you can look at him, it's a pretty decent physique, but he looks very, very aesthetic. This is the kind of body that I like. And he looks very, very good in clothes also. Like, that's his job, to look good in clothes. That's what models do. And this is something that I have found that I am not that good at. I like to dress in a more Northern European type of way. Like, I like to dress in polos and in shirts and things like that. And I have found out that having a bulky and big body doesn't really suit that style that much. It doesn't really look that well. And as you can see in this body, in this video right here, he looks very, very good in clothes. Like, you can see the definition in the muscles, the definition in the arms and the chest, and just the legs. They look very, very proportional and looks very, very well. That's the body that we want to achieve. And in terms of legs, I have very thick and muscular legs. So I have always thought that if you are born with big legs, you cannot look aesthetic because that's just how it is. But I have found this video right here of this other model that he looks very, very good. Like, these are the perfect legs in my opinion. The kind of legs that you will say, oh my God, he looks amazing. Like, he has a very, very athletic build. So this is the kind of body that we want to achieve in this body transformation. So up until now, this is what we want to achieve. The model aesthetic. We want to have low body fat, around 15% is going to be fine. We need to prioritize abs because abs are the most important thing when it comes to this body type, the model aesthetic body type. And we need to define our shoulders. And shoulders, when people say, oh, I like guys who have very big arms, they're not talking about your biceps or your triceps. They're talking about the separation that you have between your shoulders, your triceps, and your biceps. That's the thing that they're talking about. So this is what we want to focus on. Also, training more our shoulders in order to define them more from our biceps and our triceps. So what is the best physique that we have had until this moment? This is what I looked like a couple of months ago when I was training to failure in a commercial gym with a couple of my friends. We were just pushing all of our workouts to failure. And this is what I look like. As you can see, the abs are not very well defined. I don't have abs, but you can start to see some lines from here to here. And the Dorito like shape is coming across pretty well, but not very much. But I look pretty decent. Like, that's something good. And this is my arms when flexed. The tricep is a pretty strong body part of mine. And then we are at 18 body fat right now, 18% body fat right now. In this moment, we are training to failure. We were eating a lot of protein shakes. We were going for runs like at least twice per week. And we were training in this commercial gym. Like, if you can see this video right here, I look like pretty good. I have a decent size, but it's not an aesthetic body. Like, it's just the size. So how do we look right now? This is the stage of our body right now. Like, I have just decreased my size a little bit because I was not eating as much protein and I was not training as much as often. And you can see that my legs, they look pretty big, but not big in a sense of they look aesthetic. No, big in a sense of they are bulky. And this is where my problem comes in. When I put on pants, I see that they look very blocky and they make me look very short. And I'm not that tall. I'm around 5'8", 170 centimeters, 172, something like that. And this is the part that we have to improve on. As you can see, my body looks like a block and that is not something very aesthetically pleasing. You would want to have a body that resembles a Dorito shape, like a triangle shape, not a block. So this is what we need to focus on. As you can see, I have grown a little bit of side handles, and my abs are not non-existent, like there are no abs. So this is what we need to work very hard on reducing our body fat and just increasing our protein intake and just lowering our body fat. And as you can see on the back as well, I don't have a Dorito shape, like there's no triangle. I have just this boxy type of thing, this boxy build. It's not very aesthetic, I have to be honest. And there's the belly fat. So as you can see on this video right here, this is a breakdown of my physique. It doesn't look that good, but we are going to improve on this. We are sitting on 21% of body fat. I have a dark build, and I'm not getting enough protein, I know that, and I am not getting enough sleep. I go to bed and I get 7 hours in bed. So that basically turns out to around 6 hours of sleep. When you go into bed, you need to just calculate the time that you're going to be spending just laying in your bed and not falling asleep. That's something that you need to take account as well. I'm training 3 times per week. I am not going running, like maybe once per week, but that's not something usual. So we need to increase that a little bit. So how are we going to achieve this body transformation? What are the protocols that we are going to jump in? So the very first one is to track every single one of my workouts on this one thing called the new workout program that I have developed inside of Notion. This is a Notion template that you can grab in the description down below that is going to track every single weekly progress that you're going to make in your gym sessions, and you will be able to see the progress that you have been making throughout the months. And it helps me organize all of my workouts in a very, very good way, and it just makes me motivated in order to work out every single day. And then we will replace every single one of my treats, my sweet treats, because I have a very sweet tooth and I like to eat a lot of things. The very first thing that I see inside of my kitchen, I will just eat it. So we're going to just replace all of those sweets with this kefir, and it's something that is very good for your gut health, I have heard so. And I'm just gonna add it with some protein powder, and that's gonna be my sweet treat. Then I'm going to eat eggs, and a lot of eggs. This is a very good source of protein, and more specifically if I boil them, because in this way I have found out that it just helps me satiate me more. I don't have cravings after eating boiled eggs. And then we are going to start taking creatine, because this will pump our muscles a little bit more. It will add more water into our muscles and just help us just recover more easily, and it's beneficial for your brain as well. So I'm just going to start taking it around 1 gram per 10 kilograms of your body weight, so it will be around 7 grams per day, something like that. And then these are the most important habits that I'm going to implement during this process, and it's to going for walks after eating. Every single day after eating, I will go out and just walk for 15 to 30 minutes. Why? Because this way you are burning calories in this zone 2 of burning fat, and you will just not do the things that you would do instead. So what I would default to after eating, because I eat in a very high carbohydrates diet, and that's something that I want to fix. I don't want to eat as many carbs. And after eating so many carbs, I will feel lethargic, I will feel slow, I will feel as if my brain is not working very well. And the only thing that I want to do is to go to sleep. So I will go and take a nap. That's something that I want to fix. And instead of that, add walking sessions and just increase my steps throughout the day so that I burn more fat along the way. And another habit is just jumping rope for 10 minutes a day. I have found out that this is the one exercise that burns the most fat, the easiest exercise that will burn the most fat. So before this, I would go out and run, but I have discovered that just jumping rope is more effective, more time effective, and it just uses less time of mine. So it is a habit that I would like to implement and just run 10 minutes every single day and see the result. So this is an overview of everything that we have went through. This is how we are going to achieve our body transformation, our goals, our best physique until now, where we are at right now, and these are the protocols that we are going to follow. So if you want to follow this journey, you can go and download the link in the description, the Notion template that I'm going to be using, or you can just use any workout tracker that you already have. You don't need to buy mine. So this is what we are going to do. For the next 100 days, I'm going to try to respect this thing that we have set out the best way possible, like try to exercise every single day and just burn fat. The main goal is to burn fat and to make the abs visible. I'm very excited to do it, and I want you to join me on this journey as well. And as always, stay patient because your prophecy is unfolding. I love you so much. I'll see you in the next one. Mwah.